Hello. Today, viewers, we will take you to the fifth day of the Mahabharata War, where the battle between righteousness and unrighteousness has intensified. In today's battle, both sides showcase their strength and war skills to the fullest. The armies of the Kauravas and Pandavas, along with their great warriors, are eager to achieve victory. On this vast battlefield, Yudhishthira and Bhima inflicted heavy losses on the Kaurava army. Meanwhile, Duryodhana's army spared no effort in retaliating. The fierce battle echoed with the sound of conch shells and the twang of bows. So let's proceed without any delay to the battlefield where every warrior is ready to defend their duty. Let's see. What new lesson the fifth day of this amazing and valiant war of Mahabharata teaches us? On the fifth day of the war, as the sun rose, both armies faced each other for battle. Each army was filled with anger and the desire for victory, ready to attack one another. Bhishma arranged his army in a crocodile formation and advanced for battle. The Pandavas also organized their army in an invincible formation. At the forefront of this formation was the mighty Bhima, while Arjuna was positioned at its neck with his Gandiva bow. On the right wing, King Drupada and his son led the army. At the rear, Draupadi's sons and Subhadra's son Abhimanyu made their powerful presence felt. At the tail of the formation, Yudhishthira himself held the front. As the battle began, Bhima sent the Kauravas' crocodile formation into disarray and showered arrows on Bhishma. Bhishma, too, confused the Pandava army with his powerful weapons. Amidst this confusion, Arjuna swiftly attacked Bhishma with thousands of arrows. Seeing his army's heavy losses, Duryodhana approached Dronacharya and asked for a strategy to defeat the Pandavas. Drona immediately entered the Pandava formation, where Satyaki stopped him. This battle was terrifying to watch. Drona, Shalya, and Bhishma launched a fierce attack on Bhima. Abhimanyu also struck in the north with his swift arrows. In this fierce battle, Shikhandi attacked Bhishma and Drona. Recalling Shikhandi's past, they avoided confrontation, and thus both armies entered the battle with a desire for victory and fame, reminiscent of the legendary battles between gods and demons. Under Bhishma's fierce leadership, the war between the Kauravas and Pandavas reached its peak. As they aimed to protect Dhritarashtra's sons from Bhima's wrath, the battlefield echoed with the terrifying clamor of war. The cries of elephants, the neighing of horses, the sound of conch shells, and the beat of drums merged into a deafening roar. The battle was fierce. The severed heads of warriors adorned with golden ornaments fell like stones, and the ground was filled with limbs and armored corpses. The air was thick with dust, obscuring the sun, and the gleaming weapons appeared like lightning. Duryodhana, leading the Kalingas and supported by Bhishma, advanced towards the Pandavas. In response, the Pandavas rallied around Bhima and launched a counterattack with equal ferocity, supported by Arjuna's formidable presence. The sound of Arjuna's flag and his Gandiva bow instilled fear in the Kauravas, symbolizing impending doom. The battle with Bhishma intensified, as both sides expressed their anger and left marks of destruction. Individual duels emerged with valor. When renowned warriors faced each other, their clashes illuminated the battlefield. Bhishma fearlessly continued to wield his weapons with deadly precision. But the collective strength of the Pandavas began to weigh heavily on the Kaurava army. As the sun shone overhead, the battle reached its zenith. The area marked by the fallen bore the grave cost of war. Each fallen hero was a testament to deep-seated enmity and tragic kinship that fueled the conflict. Drona's son, Ashwathama, a formidable archer, attacked Arjuna with numerous arrows, sparking a fierce duel between them. Now distracted, Arjuna quickly retaliated, breaking Ashwathama's bow and severely wounding him with his sharp arrows. Enraged and able to endure the insult, Ashwathama unleashed a barrage of arrows targeting both Arjuna and his charioteer, Lord Krishna. Amidst the chaos, thinking briefly, a furious Arjuna launched a series of deadly arrows, piercing Ashwathama's armor and causing him significant harm. Despite severe wounds, Ashwathama held his ground and continued to shower arrows on Arjuna, intending to protect the venerable Bhishma. In the midst of the battle, Duryodhana engaged Bhima. Duryodhana, showcasing his powerful archery skills, struck Bhima with 10 precise arrows. Bhima, red with anger, was ready to respond with deadly accuracy. His arrows pierced deep into Duryodhana's chest, leaving him severely wounded. This fierce duel between the two warriors reminded of their deep vengeance and mutual enmity. Meanwhile, in another part of the battlefield, Arjuna's son Abhimanyu displayed his exceptional war skills. With his adept archery and battle strategies, he defeated the Kaurava army. Abhimanyu's arrows decisively vanquished mighty warriors like Chitra, Sana, and former allies. He advanced through enemy lines with the ease and ferocity of a divine warrior. His attack created an atmosphere of fear and terror among the enemies. The Kaurava army was in turmoil, terrified by Abhimanyu's valor and skill. At this time, Duryodhana's son Lakshman confronted Abhimanyu. It was a dramatic duel, with both warriors fighting with all their strength and skill. Abhimanyu destroyed Lakshman's chariot, leaving him helpless. As Lakshman fell, Kripacharya immediately intervened, taking Lakshman under his protection and escorting him out of the battlefield, saving his life. Every warrior on the battlefield was fighting with full capacity and courage. The duel between Bhima and Duryodhana and Abhimanyu's unique war skills left an indelible mark on the battlefield. There was a cloud of dust and smoke all around. The cries of wounded warriors and the clashing of swords echoed. This was the war of Mahabharata, where every warrior was fighting for their honor and ideals. In the fierce heat of battle, the invincible Satyaki unleashed a stream of arrows with his extraordinary skill, resembling venomous snakes. His arrows struck with the force of a torrential rain, destroying the enemies. Seeing Satyaki's devastating impact, King Duryodhana sent 10,000 chariots to confront him. However, Satyaki easily destroyed these warriors with the power of his divine weapons and then faced Bhurishrava on the battlefield. Angered by the fall of his comrades, Prince Bhurishrava retaliated with a barrage of arrows. His bow echoed with the power of Indra, and the intensity of his attack forced Satyaki's supporters to retreat. Now Satyaki had to face the enemy alone. At this crucial moment, Satyaki's son, clad in excellent armor and armed with various weapons, stepped forward to challenge Bhurishrava. He taunted Bhurishrava to fight them all together or individually, to which Bhurishrava boldly declared he would defeat them all. By noon, the intensity of the battle increased. Bhurishrava stood alone against the combined force of 10 heroes. Despite their numbers, he skillfully countered their attacks and eventually beheaded them with precise strikes. Seeing the fall of his son, Satyaki roared with anger and directly confronted Bhurishrava. Their clash was fierce, causing both warriors to fall from their chariots and their chariots to be destroyed. A brutal hand-to-hand combat ensued. During this melee, both warriors struck each other with all their might. Their blows were so powerful that the surrounding warriors were left in awe. Ultimately, Satyaki defeated his enemy, but the victory cost him the lives of his sons. The conclusion of the 5th day of the Mahabharata War was thrilling and dramatic. The events of this day were set to have a profound impact on the future of the war, with both sides showcasing their full strength and skill. By the end of the 5th day, the battlefield was filled with gruesome scenes. The sky was covered with dust and smoke, and the bodies of dead warriors and horses were scattered everywhere. The gravity of the war was evident as both the Kauravas and Pandavas lost many great warriors. On this day, Dronacharya skillfully led the Kaurava army as the commander. His strategies proved to be very effective. In contrast, Arjuna and Bhima from the Pandavas displayed their valor by defeating many Kaurava warriors in battle. On this day of the war, the Kauravas used a large number of elephants and cavalry, causing significant challenges for the Pandava army. The Pandava army countered this with their special battle formations. By the end of the day, although both sides suffered heavy losses, most of the Kaurava warriors remained in the fight, while the Pandava army lost many key warriors. Thus, the day's battle concluded with a slight advantage for the Kauravas, as they had more warriors remaining. The conclusion of the 5th day of the war provided the Kauravas with a strategic advantage for the future. However, given the uncertainties of war, it is clear that many more twists are yet to come. The Pandavas still have the opportunity to reshape their strategies and change the course of the war. Thank you, viewers. You have witnessed the conclusion of the 5th day of the Mahabharata War. In the next episode, we will see how the chaos of war takes an even more terrifying form. Will the growing enmity among the warriors take a new turn? Stay with us to find out. Please like this video, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the Indo Saga channel. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.